This is Jose with TruBoxingHeadz, and I am here with two-time world champion, current IFBA, NABA world champion, women's champion, Maureen Shea. Good to have you.
Thank you so much.
Let's start off with the big news. Recent news that you've been added to the Mostly Mayorga fight. I mean, you got to be real excited about that. Tell me about that a little bit.
I am. It's almost surreal. Surreal that it's real because, you know, we've been in training camp. I've had a couple fights moved, some promises from some big promoters, you know, that didn't deliver. And then, you know, I have so much appreciation, and I'm so grateful for Shane for stepping up and offering me this opportunity, because I know what this opportunity is. And for me, it's like, oh, it's a fight. Like, I'm going to fight in 2 weeks. Like, I'm going to get to fight. You know, when he came and asked, you know, if we'd be ready, I know he spoke to my manager and then my trainer, and then my coach called me, Haas, and he asked me, he said, you know, we have this opportunity. You know, it's 2 weeks away. You know, we were originally supposed to fight September 15th. I said, Coach, are we ready? He goes, we're ready. I said, okay, let's fight. Because I'm at the point now where I'm just like, just put me in the ring. You know, I just want to fight.
Hey, that sounds good. That sounds good. Now, world titles are nothing new to you. You're now fighting for the IBF Super Bantamweight strap, and you're going to be defending your IFBA strap as well. So, what will the IBF strap mean to you, to your career? What?
You know, it's another world title, and you know, there's these. It's just, I guess it's just reaching my goals. Really, it's really about the goals and really about getting to that place, and you know, just going out there and winning. For me, I mean, I'm not discrediting any titles. You know, titles mean a lot to me because then you have to defend the title, and that's the biggest part. You know, getting the title. First of all, this girl's a champion, so you know, I'm not going to take anything away from her. This isn't going to be an easy fight. I'm going to go in there and do what I do best. I feel I'm the stronger and better fighter, so I'm going to do that. But then when I get the belt, then it's about defending that belt and maintaining that level. So that's where the challenges after you win the belt really come as well. But for me, I fight every fight like I'm fighting for a world title. I never ever put any more credit on a fight because I'm fighting for something. I'm always fighting for something when I'm in that ring. I fight for myself. I fight for my team. You know, represent my supporters, my fans who have been with me. I mean, we're going on 10 years. On the 26th of August, it'll be 10 years that I turned pro, and I'm fighting the 29th on pay-per-view for a world title. You know, it makes all of it worth it. And just for my supporters out there who've been with me along the way, my coaches, you know, just everybody on my team. It's been a long time coming. So for me, I leave my heart in the ring every time I fight. So, I mean, title, no title, I will always make sure that I am in there and I'm giving 100% of myself for myself, because that's just who I am.
Right, sounds good. Now, female boxers haven't really been getting the recognition they deserve, or some people feel they deserve. In the early, you know, the 90s, a few female fighters had some recognition. Christy Martin, Mia St. John, Layla Ali. Most recently, there's been a resurgence of great female fighters. Yourself, Barbie Juarez, Inés Estrada, Cindy Amador. What do you think needs to happen for women fighters to get that recognition and that TV airplay?
Exactly what Shane is doing. Put us out there. Give us the chance. I mean, since this fight's been announced, it's been just overwhelming, the amount of support. And the people are like, oh my gosh, it's really happening. You got to just do it. You know, it's got to be put on there. You know, people talk about the networks, that. You don't know what's going to happen until you do it. So somebody's got to take the risk. Now, we're promoting this fight on 2 weeks' notice. If you would build a fighter, like, just build look what Dana did with Ronda. Again, he's got a press machine, a PR machine behind her. You know, I've done all my own press. You know, I've had people work with me, but I've gone out and you know, I still stayed relevant for the year that I've been out of the ring, staying relevant. I do community activities because I appreciate the community that I live in now. I did it when I did in the Bronx, you know, especially with the youth. That's just who I am. But if I had help, somebody that could help me, or other female fighters, I'm sure they want to do the same thing, but it's time-consuming, it's difficult, it's challenging to maintain that along with training. But if we had some help, you know, and putting us out there on TV, I mean, believe me, the females will deliver. They will deliver, but it's taking that risk. And I know on August 29th that I'm going to show that. I'm going to show what I can do in there, and I'm going to make people, if they're not fans now, they're going to be fans of female boxing, because you can't deny how a female fights. You can't deny we're explosive, we're exciting. We leave everything out there. You just can't deny it. You've never walked, I don't care if you can ask anybody, you've never walked out of a fight, watching a female fight, saying, okay, I got to go. This was bad. Most of the time it's fight of the night.
True.
Or it's talked about, at least talked about.
Right, that's very true. Very great points, great points. Now, how much time, have you had enough time to study your opponent, study her tendencies, her skill set? Do you feel you know enough about her to be able to implement your game plan?
You know what? You really never know somebody till you get in the ring with them. She's not going to fight me the same way she's fought her last 12 opponents or 14 opponents. You know, I'm not going to fight her the same way that I fought my last, you know, however many opponents. It just doesn't work that way. In boxing, what it is about adjusting, being able to adjust. and make those changes, and having the mind to be able to do that, and be able to take the direction from your corner to be able to do those things. I'm prepared for whatever she brings to the table. I've watched tape on her. I've seen what she's done. There's really not much, even with females, there's not that much tape out there of us, so it's difficult to study. But you know, just adaptability, just adapting and making changes. And you know, I'm prepared. I mean, I can box, I can fight, I mean, I can do everything, and I make sure that I'm that diverse.
Right.
It's important to be able to do that as a well-rounded athlete, let alone a well-rounded fighter.
Right.
So I can do anything in there, and I have that confidence because of the team that I put around me.
Cool, sounds good. Now, for those people that don't know you, you were a very big part of the film $1 Million Baby. Can you explain?
Me?
Can you explain? Yeah, you, right? Could you tell us a little bit about that? How it was, what the experience was like?
People ask me like, "Do you ever get tired of talking about that?" I'm like, "Not with the name, The Real $1 Million Baby." I kind of can't.
No, for those that don't know, you would appreciate knowing that. I'm pretty sure.
You know, that was in 2005, and that was 2004, and that was right before I turned pro. I was an amateur at the time. People thought I was professional when I worked on that film, and I wasn't. I was an amateur. And I worked with Hillary for about 6 months. She trained with my former trainer, and I was her sparring partner for 6 months. I shared a lot of my life, my story with her, and just tried to help inspire her character, and just give her as much information I could to bring Maggie to life. And you know, it was a blessing to be a part of that. Not just that it was a Clint Eastwood film. I mean, my father was flipping out. He was so happy about it. But more so because it's a film. I mean, it wasn't based. In the beginning, it wasn't supposed to be about female boxing. People don't know this. It was based on euthanasia, and Clint always has those very, you know, those kinds of topics in films. But that film took off because of Hillary's, you know, ability to portray female boxing, and that was huge for us as well.
Right.
You know, and that was a resurgence. That was a big thing then.
Right.
You know, but then it kind of fell down, and now we're coming back.
Yeah.
See, we keep fighting. You're gonna have to kill us.
Yeah,
Kill all
no.
female boxers.
Doing great.
Stop.
You're doing great.
Not
It's
gonna
coming up.
happen.
You're doing great. It's coming up now.
We're resilient.
There you go. Now, tell the fans why they should tune into this fight, why they need to watch, why they need to purchase the fight, why they need to attend.
If you have any question, I mean, first of all, curiosity. Come on. You're curious. You want to know. You want to know if females can fight. You want to see. Even the haters out there, the ones that women shouldn't be boxing or whatever, the curiosity's there. Let us prove you wrong. And if you don't believe it, I mean, watch. And if you got something to say it. You know, I mean, I'm just so confident that people are going to enjoy it. They're going to enjoy it. They're going to say the money was well worth it, not just for myself, but even watching Shane come back and what Shane's doing. I mean, give the man some credit. You know, multiple-time world champion. I mean, he's an amazing, you know, he's a legend. You know, and just to be fighting on his undercard, you know, it's huge. So tune in. You know, we're breaking all barriers, you know, in many different ways. And just watch it, because you're not going to be disappointed, I guarantee you. And you're not going to want to really leave your seat for too long. So,
All right, no, sounds good.
Maybe quick.
Sounds good. Maureen Shea takes on Yulihan Avila for the IBF Super Bantamweight title, August 29th, pay-per-view. Tune in. Thank you for your time. Appreciate it.
Thank you.